Yeah.
Sideburns.
What's the word? Tell me what you heard. That info that we kicking, it be louder than some herb. Word, information, no telepathico. We gon' have to elevate your mind where you wanna go. Kiss Calhoun in the mix. Sideburns dropping on the beats, it's a hit. It's a podcast you don't really wanna miss. So sit back, relax, let's talk for a bit. What's the word? Spitting out the game that you need. What's the word? Make it say yes indeed. What's the word? Something that you wouldn't believe. What's the word? The word is for you to receive. What's the word? 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 I say tune in live, cause we up in the mix, and you know we have some topics that we have to reach. What's the word? 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 I say tune in live, cause we up in the mix, and we have a few topics that we have to reach. What's the word? 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 What's the word?
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Kiss Calhoun, and we're back for another episode of What's the Word? You're me. And you already know who I'm being joined by the legendary, the one, the only, Mr. Who? Mr.
D.Jon,
okay. Period. Okay? And today is gonna be a real good episode. You know, we just got a lot to talk about today. So what's our top 5 MCs? We're gonna hit it with that. Plus, we got the hot topic was, what's your 401k on the changes in today's music, and would you prevent your child from listening to vulgar music at a young age? And do you believe music can influence children in good and bad ways? Also, we gotta hit y'all with the hot poppin' tea with Nicki Minaj. Talking about she about to get married in the next 80 days. We gonna see. Coming to America has a sequel on the way, so I can't wait to talk about that. Missy Elliot is a Vanguard Award nominee, and a black-owned business opened up a cancer center in Philadelphia. Plus, Nicki Minaj. She must be talking about the KISS, but Nipsey Hussle's birthday, of course, is coming up this week, and Wendy says she is not leaving her show at all, period. She is here to stay. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, what's your top 5? So, this is coming from the trending list that's been on social media with everybody's top 50. Of course, I'll have all day to list my whole top 50. So, I just simplified it to my top 10. 5 for the men, 5 for the women. And, of course, D.Jon gonna give his 5 men, 5 women.
I don't know about all that.
He was like, I could give you 3.
All right.
But I can't give you 5.
I'll give you 5 and 5.
But okay, so if y'all don't agree with my list, then that's all on you, because
it's her opinion, so it don't matter.
It's my whole okay. So for the men, I got Big L, of course, the trade. R.I.P. to him.
Who is that?
Big L was popping free, like he could freestyle he could freestyle. Man, it's hard to explain how good he was at freestyling, how good he was at just rapping and stuff like that. He made a song called Platinum Plus. Mm-hmm. And that's one of my favorite songs from him. But he was a underground artist that, just like Nipsey Hussle, was about to get his notoriety and came to end when he was murdered too. Okay. But he was murdered out of wrong identity. They was looking for his brother or something like that, and he looked like his brother, and so they just shot him. Mos Def, of course, if you don't know Mos Def, if Mos Def not at the top of your list, then something is really wrong with you, because Mos Def is one of hip hop's pillar when it comes to MC, or just not MC, just rap in general. If Mos Def not on your top, I don't know what to tell you. Of course, I got my boy Nas because I've been rocking with Nas since day one, since he was Fade and Chip 2, all that. Still Chip 2, but I still like Nas. You hear me? Way before Nicki had him, I had him, okay? That's why my favorite color red, you know what I'm saying? Because of Nas, you know? And that's why I wear my Timberland boots, because of Nas. And we stay in New Orleans. Do you know how hard it is with Timberland boots? You can't wear Timberland boots in New Orleans.
You better just be glad you get a little breeze.
Exactly. It's
winter.
Summertime all the time. Of course, I got my boy. I said Nas. Of course, out of Wu-Tang Clan, I picked Method Man because I understand. Like, it was hard to pick one because out of ODB and Method Man, I had to flip a coin, and I was like, yeah, I listened to way more Method Man growing up and just being exposed to Method Man. Method Man is the reason why I smoke weed and everything because of the movie How High. Like, Method Man just to me, is like his music is more memorable to my childhood, especially like that song with him and Mary J. Blige. That song is just bring you back to, if you listen to any of these people's songs, you could picture where you was and what time of day it was in your life when you was listening to it. Cause this last person I'm about to list, Tupac, I remember listening to Tupac on the radio in New Orleans East, driving around and hearing his music, and I had, like, when one song came on, I can't remember what the song was, but the song came on, and it's like I smelled my whole childhood. Like, I remember the day I heard that song on the radio. I know where I was at that day. I could remember I was 6 years old, and I actually, when he died, I remember that too. Even though being a kid, I still remembered a lot of stuff. So whenever Tupac come on the radio, it brings me back to my childhood. It brings me back to a place where I can remember certain things that happened. Of course, you gotta have the women. You can't have 5 men and not match it up with 5 women. So my top 5 women, of course, is the messy Lauryn Hill. Of course, Lauryn Hill gotta be at number 1. I don't care what nobody say, because Lauryn Hill is definitely that hip-hop woman. I had MC Lyte at number 2, but then I had to think about it, and I was like, no, MC Lyte can't go before Eve, even though MC Lyte is my girl, and I like me a roughneck, but Eve, to me, is the first woman that I was like, yeah, I want to. She the reason why I'm gangster the way I'm gangster now. Let me give me some paw prints on my titties. Because Eve is the reason for being. Of course, I got my girl Missy Elliot on the list as number 3. Because Missy Elliot, if you ain't listen to Missy Elliot growing up, your childhood was whack. Because Missy Elliot basically was the clean version of bounce music.
What if they couldn't listen to Missy? Because everybody didn't have those privileges that they could just listen to those types of music.
Well, that's why you had people like Erykah Badu and you had Lauryn Hill back in those days. Those wasn't...
Because Missy used to be saying some vulgar ass shit.
Work it. Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it, okay?
She was just trying to cover it up.
What else it was?
Talking about.
What else the other song was? It's on the tip of my 1 Minute Man.
Yeah, Minute Man.
I'm like, Missy was talking about having her. She don't break me up. Show me what you got, cause I don't want no.
Missy was trying to cover that shit, but we already knew what she was talking about.
We already knew Missy was
dumb. Are you dumb?
Missy said she don't want no 1 Minute Man cause she want Rice Day.
Who want a 1 Minute Man? That's what I know.
Of course, I got my girl Erykah Badu. The reason why I have to put Erykah Badu because Erykah Badu was on a lot of hip hop hooks and stuff from my childhood. When she did the Roots, when they did the Roots, you know, Jill Scott really sung, but they got Erykah to play in the video. So And then I think they switched it to what Erica voices on the song too, some kind of way. I don't remember. But Jill Scott couldn't be on my list because she ain't really rap. But Erykah Badu can really spit, and people don't be hearing it all the time. But Erica got some bars. And of course, last but surely not least, Trina, the baddest from the MIA. If you ain't got Trina on your top 5, if she ain't at your top 5, I don't know what to tell you. Because like I said, if it wouldn't have been for Trina, there wouldn't be no Young Miami, like D.Jon said before the show. Mm-hmm. There wouldn't be no City Girls. Period. Okay? Like, if it wouldn't have been for Trina paving the way for the female hip hop in Miami. Like, she not the first person, but she
was the first mainstream
female like a
artist out of Miami. You know, fuck Trick Daddy, you know, put her on.
He loved the kids, but he put her on, and if it wouldn't have been him putting her on, y'all generation, the younger generation, would not be exposed to people like City Girls. Period. So, that's my top 10. Male and female. What's your top 3? Because we already know.
Y'all gonna be laughing at me because I don't know all of those people. But to me, Jay-Z, period, that just speaks for itself. But I feel like, because my uncle made like a good point, is like, you know, the more he got in his career, it's like he kind of had to dumb down his music because of certain generations and stuff like that.
I don't believe he really download.
Yeah, I didn't really see that, you know. If anything, I felt like he evolved.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, he got better as he got older than younger him, because younger him was just...
He was just talking
about relevant stuff, but to relate to everybody and to relate to a culture of people, he evolved to that point to where Jay-Z ain't got to have an album out. He could come out with an album and it'll sell because it's Jay-Z.
Right. Tupac, Biggie. I mean, you can't have a list without those two legends, of course. And then female-wise, well, male, I could say too. It's just so many. Nas, Method Man, Common,
everybody. If Common not on your top 50, something wrong with it. And if he ain't at the top, if he not your top 20, something wrong with y'all if y'all don't have Common.
Because what a lot of people have to think about, the 90s was booming with rappers.
Yeah, everybody was cold.
And female.
Everybody was cold in the 90s. So
it's like, you know, we were young, but it was like we still were exposed to that type of greatness, blackness. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it was refreshing, you know, to be able to see that we grew up in that time when we had all of those people, you know, that were relevant and still are relevant till this day, even alive or dead. Mm-hmm. Female wise, I would have to agree with you. Of course, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Trina, Lil' Kim.
Of course, Lil' Kim.
How can you not have a list without Lil' Kim? No.
I mean, I couldn't put Lil' Kim on my list because I had to go with well, she made my top 20, but she ain't make my top 5 because I ain't really grew up with listening to Lil' Kim. Right. I grew up listening to more like Remy Ma and Foxy Brown.
Right, and I'm about to say just to go beyond that, you know, you got Remy Ma, you got Foxy Brown. Then if you go down a little more into group wises, you had Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why
she not... from Black. Why can I not remember this girl name? I can never remember her name.
Lil Lisa, that's what I call her, because that was Lil Lisa.
Yeah, the Brat.
They ain't my top 20, but they ain't in my top 20.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but it's like, you can't, it's so hard to make a top 5 because it's like you had all of these booming people, but see, 90s, early 2000s, so it's like, to me now it's like it's coming back that way because you have a lot of people that are coming out and like they are like hardcore, like they speaking some real shit.
Right. Like I now that you said that, I got a lot of more people. Like, I just had to pick them 3 because I knew I listened to them the most and it was more influential to me. But like they got a ton of other female rappers that even like that's not even mainstream that I like Like, I like this chick that came out here. Her name is Nisha Nice. I follow her on Instagram. She came out here to Essence last year, not this past Essence. I mean, she probably was, but she on her shit, and I got to meet her. Shout out to her if she follow, you know. Beaky for President, 3D Not T. Like,
I remember you talking about them a couple episodes back.
Sleazy Easy from out here. Like, they got a lot of underground artists that's about to be getting their shine in a minute that is killing it. Like, I feel like Beaky for President could run over any MC in mainstream right now. I done actually seen her spit. I seen her outspit men. So, I just can't wait for her blow up, because her blow up gonna be something serious. But we could go on and on about our top 10, but tell us your top 5 or top 10 or whoever you got for your top 5, you know.
Or 1,
2, 3, whatever you got. Just, you know, make a list and, you know, shoot it to us on Facebook at What's the Word, at Yo What's the Word, or at Instagram at Yo What's the Word. And we gonna give it feedback, a 401k about who's the baddest, because I can already tell you who's the baddest, alright? But we could go on and on about this. So this is what leads to the topic tonight. It's like, what's our 401k on the changes of today's music, and would you prevent your child from listening to vulgar music at a young age? And do you believe music can influence children in bad or good ways? Go ahead.
Me, my thoughts on like the sexually and overly explicit music. I wouldn't say that we have to think about it, that this is not nothing new that just started, that just happened overnight. This has been going on. Like, we listen to, like, you know, like XM radio. You know, they play all of the explicit music and stuff like that, and then I'm listening to music that they played back in the day, and I'm like, they ain't no different of what they what they were saying, you know, nowadays, because it's like, you always hearing like older folks saying like, oh, music wasn't like that back in the day, but it's like, we're listening to this stuff and it's like, it was the same thing. Almost. To me, I don't really too much have like too many thoughts on it. I feel like, you know, as an adult, you know, we are exposed to things like that. But as far as like children, to me it's really hard, you know, not to expose them to it, because it's everywhere. Listening to it in the radio, you know, these children are so savvy with these electronics. It's like now they go on YouTube and they just find this stuff and they're able to listen to this music. So to me, I mean, you could do any and everything that you can possibly do to not expose them to it, but they're going to find it. So to me, as a parent, well, I'm not a parent yet, but, you know, if that does happen down the line, to me, I feel like we, you know, should sit down and have talks with our children and just explain to them, you know, that the certain things that they say in these songs, you know, it's not for you to go out and say these things in school or to other adults. You know, it's okay if you listen to it, but you just have to know how to separate the two. You're going to listen to it on your personal time. You keep that stuff away when you are doing what you need to do as far as like education and other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We know children are going. Right. Especially like because I feel like when they're young, you know, their minds are like sponges. They're just soaking everything in. Right. So if they hear it, or if they hear you saying a certain thing, they're going to go back and they're going to say it. Right. And you go beat. Then I tell you, what they're going to do, they still going to go back and they're going to keep saying it until they get older and they grasp the understanding and the knowledge of it. Yeah, so I believe you can't really take it away from them. You can't really stop them from listening to it, because they're going to get exposed to it one way or another.
But my thing is, like, I just don't like it. I know we had it at a young age, but I also know at a young age when we grew up, we had a lot of artists. It was a very small few artists that really was explicit in their music, like really, really, really explicit. Like I said, growing up, we didn't have, until Lil' Kim came out, we had explicit music, but children wasn't really listening to explicit music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had Kids Bop. Kids Bop redid all the songs, but when we were young, we hate it now because it got like...
I didn't like it back then.
But it was just a cleaner way of hearing the music. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you don't want them to be pre-exposed to what sex is before you can explain to them what sex is. My whole thing is, I just don't like when children under the age of 13 listening to something like you know, what's that song with Chris Brown? You Got It. Like, I feel like it's a good song, but not for a child that's 7 years old talking about.
You know, when I first heard that song, I always heard it on the radio. So you know, the radio, cut the stuff out. But then when I really listened to I was like, oh,
and they're listening to
they saying some stuff.
He's saying
song. Chris Brown is saying some stuff in this song.
And so that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's like now, what I'm saying is, back in our time, artists really took in consideration of the fact that children could be listening to this. So like we said, Missy Elliot was talking about some stuff, but we didn't know what she was talking about because she used wordplay to imagize what she was talking about. Like, she didn't flat out say, because I want a nigga to eat me out. Right. She just said, I want the cookies out the stack. I'm like, what's a cookie? I want to eat some cookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know things was talking about sex until we actually knew what sex was. And then we listened to those songs. I'm like, now she talking about she won't ride some dick. She don't want no 1 minute man. You wrong for that. Now you feel mad because you didn't even get to enjoy that because you really thought she was talking about something different. That's what I'm talking about. It's like nowadays, everything is so freedom of speech. Freedom of speech have really taken it to a whole nother level to where people just say they don't have no clean versions of no albums no more. They have the radio edit where they just take out all the cursing, but they still don't have no music to where these children are exposed to positive stuff. Like, you know, when we grew up, we had more positive, uplifting music than we have. Oh, I need to shoot a op. I need to do this. I need to kill the ops. Kill this, kill that. Right. Like, now it's like kill, fuck now. Ain't about going to school. Ain't about going to get your education. ICDC College was a fucking song, baby.
Please don't bring up that. Wait, remember, what show was that we did? And we was making fun of that. That's when we was on RBS. Yeah. Oh my God.
ICDC College. Stuff that make you want to go to school or something. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? But you see why? But you see what he learned from? He learned from his daddy. His daddy, you know, Romeo loved in Master P. Master P, he rapped about that gangster life, but also he had a message to his stories and stuff like that. It was like a wild bag. Also,
Master P was an older adult rapping.
Right.
These are 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds talking about fucking.
Right.
Like, but you still young behind your ears. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And back in the time, we related to Master P because what? We from New Orleans.
Right.
So we didn't fucking take it into be like, oh, he was really talking about substance. It's the thing about the message and the substance that we lack in our music. Now we are programming these children, and these children know about sex before you can even have the talk, because Chris Brown done told them he gonna give you his last name and flip you over the couch and bang you out already in one song.
I don't even think you have to have the birds and the bees talk no more, because they're gonna
Trey Songz didn't already say he want the neighbors to know your name. Oh my, I already know
about that.
What you mean you already know? Oh yeah, Young Boy told us about it in his new album when he came out. What? No offense to him, because actually with Young Boy, I could see, like, this whole topic came from when, Super talked about how she's not going to stop her son from listening to stuff like that. And I agree, you should. Because in her case, she already had a conversation with her son.
And I just
so he knows the rights and the wrong. We talking about children who don't have no guidance or substance to tell them
when they just letting them listen to it.
just letting them. And
I feel like,
remember like how so many people or so many fathers are offended by when women record their daughters popping and shaking on her. Well, that's the same thing. Like you exposing them to something.
Right.
So if you if you want to have an opinion about something, it's best for you to just be like, look, that's not appropriate. You know, they have this, that, and the other online. They looking for little girls to be popping so they could be scoping them out. They might have them on a Pornhub website. Or might have them on just a secret website that's pedophiles getting on it.
And I just feel like when you try to hide things like that from your children, when they do get exposed to it, they get exposed to it the wrong way, and then that's when certain things happen. So I feel like hiding that stuff from them and other stuff is not a good idea. It's a good thing to talk to them.
Right. So when you start hearing your son rap NBA YoungBoy, tell him, what you know about that? Well, we do stay in New Orleans, so I kind of could relate what he talking about, because such and such daddy got shot and he got killed and that. So I know what he talking about, where fuck fake love and shit. So I understand that song or something. Or just in general. Then that's when you have a conversation, like you said, with your son, like, look, I want you to take his lyrics and make that a message, because that's what a lot of people do. If you don't see it now, pay attention to all of the men your age that follow the trends of music. So many dudes got dreads because of Wayne. That's what we're going to talk about next. Do you believe music can influence children in bad and good ways? Absolutely. Because, like I said, so many people got dreads because of Wayne. So many dudes started skateboarding because of Wayne.
Because you know that was not a thing.
You couldn't get dudes out here to wear skinny jeans. Okay?
You hit it right on the damn button. You couldn't get dudes to wear skinny jeans until Lil Wayne started wearing skinny jeans out here. Now, every dude you see in New Orleans got some kind of skinny jeans. And let me just tell you, every man is not built to wear skinny jeans. Skinny jeans is for people with no shape. Skinny. Not 200 plus pounds wearing a skinny jeans and we see all your ass hanging out. I'm tired of seeing niggas' ass hanging out. Pants and but
shit
don't
like
they make them big enough for people that
no, it's skinny jeans in at a certain size.
But you know what I hate? That how they wear them. They buy them skinny and then they sag them.
Like, what's the purpose of sagging them if they're already skinny enough and they ain't meant for the sag?
Right.
And like I said, yes, music.
It's a lie. Like. Even with the tattoos, like dudes that get tattoos in their face
because of Wayne out here. Every dude, I'm gonna tell y'all on what's the word? Everybody, listen. If you don't if you don't stay or just surround, even in New York, wherever you at in New York, I bet you in Brooklyn they probably have a bunch of dudes that look like Jay-Z. Queens, they probably got a bunch of dudes that won't be Nas. You know what I'm saying? Miami, they got a bunch of females that think they Lil Kim. I mean, not Lil Kim. Oh, please. Trina, I mean. Because then I'm going to get... Because I'm going to get the backlash hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trina. It's just like, even with this whole Hot Girl Summer, you know, it started for Meg Thee Stallion, but everybody think they're a stallion. Meg Thee Stallion is built fine. Some of these girls is bad builds with these coochie color shorts on.
Looking a hot mess.
A hot mess, okay? So yeah, it could influence you good and bad. I could tell it could be a testament of how good music has influenced me for the positive, because had it not been for people like Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Missy Elliot, Eve, and Trina, you wouldn't have Kids Get Home. I could be wretched, I could be intelligent, I could be woke, I could fucking be anything I want to be, and I still won't be what everybody expect me to be. I'm not out here hoeing. I can listen to the music and not...
Could say it word for word, but don't mean you
and don't mean I'm sucking out one penis or anything on no pole.
Piña.
I ain't sucking no piña, nothing, okay? So you already know what it is. Like, music can influence you in positive ways. Like, like I said, had it not been for those women, I wouldn't be so good at writing and being creative and being expressive with stuff that I say and stuff like that. A lot of men wouldn't be who they are if it would have been for like Kevin Gates. You can use Kevin Gates as an easy influence. I don't know how many men after Kevin Gates converted and became Muslim, how many men became Muslim right after him. I was like, that's good. I just hope they doing it for the right reasons and not just to follow the trend of being a Muslim, because you know that's not good either. Like, don't be jumping religions if you don't know nothing about it. You know, if you gonna practice, be practice. You know what I'm saying? But it just, yes, I believe music can influence, because again,
it's gonna always
influence you, bad or good. We're gonna always have bad or good energy into the atmosphere. It don't matter where you go. You could be in Switzerland, and the Switzerland rap is gonna expose you to some stuff. You could be anywhere you want to be in the world. You still gonna be exposed to stuff. So just as a parent, be mindful of the playing field that we have right now, and just have those conversations with your children and tell them they could be whatever they want to be. They could be a rapper, they could be NBA Youngboy, they could be Trina, they could be Nas, they could be Jay-Z, they could be Tupac. As long as they have integrity, as long as they have morals and they stand by them, and as long as they respect the game, and the game gonna always respect you, because the prize is in the pudding, okay? And I just have to throw that out there, okay? So I just been waiting for this hop hop and tea. That's all I've been waiting on. Miss Nicki Minaj, I'm gonna have to say it like that. Nicki Minaj and her whole 90 days, she said she get married. She want to get married in the next 80 days. I mean,
she didn't cut the 10 days out of there.
Yeah, let me get married.
So she gonna get married in about 2.5 months.
Right. Yeah, like 2.5, because it's like 3 is 90.
3 months.
So yeah, she won't get married by September, October.
Girl, that man know he look good.
So what's the tea? Spill the tea about Miss Najee.
All right, so of course this is coming from the Shade Room
with the messy of the shade. Spill the shade, okay?
So Nicki Minaj had a whole lot to say today on Queen Radio, which was yesterday. The internet is still buzzing after a gang of violence was dropped during the show. If you didn't catch the tea, we got you. Nicki Minaj and Joe Bundy had one of the guests who made an appearance, and let's just say sparks definitely flew. Both rappers got into a very heated discussion when Nicki asked Joe about comments he's made about her in the past. She also mentioned his comments about motorsport and how the song came to be before things really ramped up. We got the audio of the exchange right when it really started popping. Still, see below. I'm pretty sure you guys saw Queen Radio or heard it. As spicy as that was, aside from the beef, it seems Nicki's focus is on her new album and her upcoming marriage. As far as her marriage goes, she reportedly plans to say "I do" by the end of the year, according to Nicki herself. During the show, Nicki said that she and her forever babe Kenneth Petty previously filed for a marriage license, but due to her crazy travel schedule, the license expired and they were unable to get married. However, the time around the Lovebirds have filed for the license. Once again, and Nicki maintains that the pair will be happily wed within the next 80 days. She gave up very little detail about where the wedding will be and who could potentially be on the guest list. Regardless of the details, sis just seems like she's happy to start her new life as a married woman. Nicki dropped another bomb, saying before she jumps the broom, that album has been on her mind. She says she hopes to get married and then drop the album. Two things I'm sure her fans cannot wait for. Congratulations to both Nicki and Keith. Me and Kiss are wishing you guys the best of luck in your beautiful union.
Girl, speak for yourself.
Well, I am. Like, you know,
I'm happy for her, you know.
I don't really have I don't really have no ill will with Nicki. You know,
I just don't. I'm not a Barbs. Me and her got beef.
Well, yeah, me, and I'm not a Barbs either. But me and
Nicki got beef. She know.
Girl, she gonna be talking about your queen.
What's good?
But you know what? Like, I don't really too much have an issue with Nicki. I have expressed some things, that concern me about her. But other than that,
such as spill tea.
To me, I just really think that I don't really think she's really genuine. To me, that's deep down in my soul.
She's just a little sneaky with it.
No, I think she's a little,
she just used
a little. I think she's just a little fake on the slick, But I respect her as an artist. But to me, I don't really fully think that she's genuine. How we see, most artists, in the mainstream industry. So, I mean, that's just your thought I have. You can attack me if you want. If you're listening,
the Barbs go to him.
But guess what? I don't care. That's my opinion. But I respect her as an artist, and I like her music. Right. Period.
I'm extremely happy that she finally found some kind of happiness. But I just hope that everything worked out, because homeboy legs don't look strong enough to be holding up those booties. You saw how skinny those legs was. Ain't got no fucking no fucking strength in that. Nicki Minaj got a big ass. That's like me and your head on both of her cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Girl, that's a lot of weight.
I'm sure he got something holding it that could, but you know what?
She probably holding him in that ass.
But hey, to each his own.
Happy congratulations
to you, sister.
And you get your 80 days. Hope that don't expire.
Right, but I just feel like it's gonna be a very secretive thing. You know how Beyonce and Jay-Z did for both of their marriages.
I don't think it's gonna be that. I don't think it was gonna be that secret. I think
I didn't even know they had renewed their vows until. Sorry, guys, but I don't really think. They. What I said? Oh, I'm sorry. What I said? What was I saying?
You don't think?
I don't think. Yeah, I know. I get you. I don't think it'll be that secretive either.
Yeah, because it's a Nicki Minaj. If she went into the damn Justice of Peace or the thing to go get the thing,
that's true.
She gonna make sure that everybody see her in a dress. She gonna make sure. Now, are we gonna be invited? That's the question. No, you need to send us a ticket.
That's my comment.
Yeah, invite me then. Send me a ticket so we can squash the beef, Nicki. Send me a ticket so we can squash the beef, okay?
You're so stupid. Moving on.
What's going on?
Shara Headley set to reprise her role as Lisa McDowell in Coming to America sequel. The upcoming sequel to the comedy classic Coming to America has steadily been announcing several exciting cast updates, but there is one that one of the fans have been holding out hope for, and let's just say the Queen has returned to her throne, as reportedly by @shadow_egg actress Shara Headley, who famously portrayed Prince Hakim's Queen-to-be Lisa McDowell.
She's your Queen-to-be.
Wait, sorry y'all, I clicked on something. But wait, where is it? What was I?
You were saying she was set to be the queen.
She officially signed on to reprise her role in the film. With the addition of Headley to the cast, it appears that most of the major players from the original film have returned to the delight of fans everywhere, including star Eddie Murphy. Headley also joins Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, John Amos, Paul Bates, Wesley Snipes, Kiki Lane, Rick Ross, Lisa Leslie, but Leslie Jones, and Jermaine Farley. Headley was reportedly the last main cast member needed to sign her deal to return. In case you need a refresher, Coming to America 2 focuses on Prince Hakeem returning to America when he discovers he has a long-lost son. The film will be directed by Craig Brewer with a script by Blackish creator Kenya Barish and it is set to hit theaters in 2020.
Next year.
I'm excited about that because the original cast is coming back. You know,
most of them.
Well, most of the original cast.
Majority of the main star.
Yeah,
I
the main star.
For exception of a few people, because I think a few people died after that movie. Like the Hakeem mother character died right after before the movie even hit.
Right.
Movie theater, she died.
Right. Didn't she play? She played in The Lion King too.
Yeah, she was the voice of the mama on The Lion King. Okay. So, it's gonna be good, but I was like, how they gonna have a long lost son?
I know
when he came as a young man and he didn't really date unless it's like something before he got with her and started like
maybe he kind of messed around or with somebody.
He was dating, like they had the scene in the thing where he was trying to date and get. He
probably put his piña in something.
Could've. But I was like, how that's gonna go when they got married? How that's gonna play out?
Girl.
Who knows? I can't wait to watch this tea because it's gonna be some shady. Thanks for the shade room.
Moving on to Missy Elliot.
Missy Mania.
To receive Video Vanguard Award at the 2019 MTV VMAs. About freaking time.
I think it was way overdue.
I feel like she should have been the first recipient.
I was about to say before.
Sorry,
no
but
shade.
I love you, Brittany, but
Brittany batch.
Missy Elliott should have been the first.
Brittany should have been. Before Rihanna, she should have went.
No, when I think of, because it's the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. So when we think of like iconic music videos, other than Michael Jackson, Missy Elliott.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. What?
I just didn't understand. Britney Spears didn't give it to me. Justin Timberlake didn't give it to me with music videos. Beyonce, because Beyonce had some iconic videos.
But before Missy,
that's what I'm saying.
I feel
like Missy should have been
in doing shit that people do now.
Missy was doing shit that nobody was doing in the 90s.
Nobody's videos look like her. Nobody did not slick their hair down with the finger waves and put a trash bag looking so and with a blow up thing.
With the finger waves, girl.
With the finger waves. She the reason why I need me some finger waves.
Let's get into this. See, because I know I will be watching, and I probably only gonna watch because of that, because I haven't watched the MTV Awards in a long time. But it's about time. After years of fans lobbying for her to receive it, MTV has finally made the right decision and selected iconic and innovative rapper, producer, singer, songwriter Missy Elliott as this year's recipient of the Video Vanguard Award. While many other artists have gotten the award before her, most hip-hop fans have long argued that Missy Elliott should have received the award several years ago. Apparently, MTV was listening to the overwhelming support she has gotten from her fans and finally decided that it's her time now. In a statement about Missy receiving this year's award, MTV had this to say about what to expect from the legendary artist. With a long-awaited several album on the way, Missy's reign as rap royalty is far from over, as is her standing as a VMA legend, along with receiving, and I did that again, clicked on something else. You know how when you're reading them articles and they be having like them ads and you make a mistake and click on it? Along with receiving the Video Vanguard Award, she'll also hit the stage for what's sure to be an explosive live performance.
Well, I'm seeing it. I'm going to have my trash bag and finger waves ready.
They'll have everyone losing control. Don't miss it. Missy took to social media to express her gratitude at being the 2019 Video Vanguard Award nominee, writing, "I am humbly grateful to be receiving the Michael Jackson, thank you Missy, Video Vanguard Award. I thank my fans, super friends who fought and diligently to see this day come, at Kid Fury, at Chrysalis, who rooted for me for years. I am crying happy tears. Thank you, God, at MTV, at VMAs. I am so humbled. The MTV VMAs airs Monday, August 26th at 8 p.m. on MTV. And you know what needs to happen next? She need to be performing at the Super Bowl and not being brought on as a guest. She need to be the actual performer for the halftime show.
Yeah.
Period.
Definitely. Period.
I know she about to bring everybody else. She about to bring Sierra out. She about to bring
music with everybody.
Literally everybody.
Everybody. Like she done did stuff with everybody. She paved the way for a lot. That means we might hear Tweet. We ain't hear Tweet in so long. like Missy Elliot is the pillar of our childhood. Like she the first woman that I know green screened her head on a small person's body. Child. Come on now.
Missy was the first artist to me that actually had people wanting to learn how to dance. You know, she was iconic for like having all of these dances and they doing all this sickening choreography. And you even had Missy out there doing this choreography.
And not only that, she was the only plus size hip hop artist that did not have to change herself to fit in. She made it her way on her own, and we're now. I'm just glad and thankful. I was here to see her win. That's like winning an Oscar in a sense. Like
it's a legendary.
It's
award.
A legendary award, and when you winning it, something like the Michael Jackson award, like to say you won a Michael Jackson award is like to say you are now. You don't have to do nothing no more. You could sneeze and it was like, oh my God, Missy Elliot just sneezed. Like that's how it is. Cause like, did Michael ever win them?
Well, no, you know that award is a new award, so it didn't come around until like 2012 or 2013.
Oh, so he was gone.
It's a new. They named it after him when he died.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's an honor too. I think that he should have been the first one to get the award. Anyway.
Well, they named the award after him.
But like giving him the award too. You know what I'm saying? Like his children could have came. Paris probably could have came up there and was like, "Thank you for always supporting."
All his children could have came up there. They are some intelligent
seen
children.
Blanket in a long time.
Blanket is a YouTube personnel. That's not funny. He is.
The only reason why I left because Blanket looks just like his daddy.
Oh my God, he is so adorable.
I could just imagine seeing him.
And he talks so well.
And he looking just like Michael. He's like, "Hi guys, I'm Blanket and I'm on YouTube. Please hit that like share button." I'm like, look at little Michael. Look at little Michael.
Yeah.
He like everybody's nephew now when we see him. I ain't seen him so long.
Girl. But moving on to Philadelphia couple opens first Black-owned cancer support center. We have to give them a hand clap for that before we get into this. But February isn't the only time we're bringing you Black history. A couple out of Philadelphia have started the first and only Black-owned cancer support center. The program opened its doors in 2019, and it is called the Cancer Who Cares Center. It comes after the Harris family realized that there was no space for people dealing with the disease. The center offers a variety of sources such as mental, financial, and emotional support. As we all know, cancer is one of the harshest realities of the world, a reality that can bring a lot of stress to a person and their family. Minaj and girl, I hope I said the name right, and L. Harris have decided to help lessen the burden and create a space where people can get the best support possible while dealing with the disease. In an interview with At Because of Them We Can, the couple explained their relationship with the cause. L. Harris said, "Cancer really hit us hard and we were looking for extra support and couldn't find it, so we decided to create our own." In 2009, the couple discovered some of their relatives were diagnosed with some form of cancer. Miss Harris sadly lost her stepfather to colon cancer in 2009, and Elle learned his young cousin was battling with brain cancer, while his older cousin was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. The Cancer Who Cares Center is located in Port Richmond area of Philadelphia, which makes the center more readily accessible to the Black community. The Harris family wants to provide as much support as possible, even going as far as sitting in chemotherapy sessions with the patients to help take their mind off of the process. Elle said, we don't just sit around and feel bad all day. Actually, 90% of the time that we are at a chemo appointment or at the center, we barely even talk about cancer. We believe in living your life and not letting cancer stop anything that you want to do. In addition to that, the program also offers yoga nights and spa days to its patients. All of the programs in the Cancer Who Cares Center are free, and the program is currently serving 250 families nationally. I think it's a good look.
Being the fact that we both lost people through cancer, there isn't any help for people that go through those types of things.
Especially I feel like emotionally and financially, yes.
Yes. And to say that they have one in Philadelphia where I wish this would have been 2013 when my daddy needed it, because we found the cancer earlier. He could have survived, but because his mental overcame his ability to fight through it, he ultimately lost his battle with cancer. I feel like that is definitely a stepping stone in the right direction, and hopefully more will come through this. It shouldn't just be in Philadelphia. It needs to be in all 52 states.
I believe that it will eventually spread across the nation.
And not to mention, to be the dominant person that is going through these cancers, we're not dismissing the fact that other people do it, but the majority of people that's going through this stuff is black families and black homes. Like, to have a center in Philadelphia that caters to black families is just amazing. Now they have somewhere to go when their auntie or their grandma or their cousin, their uncle, their nephew, their grandchild could go to get treatment. They can go to this facility and be, get the help that they need, get the supportiveness of what they need, because everybody's family can't support them through cancer, because life still go on, and people might find out you have cancer and just be saying they'll be there for you, but in reality or not, you have a center that's gonna always be there for you, even if it means sitting in chemo with you to hold your hand. I think that is one of the best ideas a person can ever come up with, a best business plan. And if the state not already funding these people and helping these people, they need to. This needs to be a state funded program. It might be
they might have they probably wrote a grant.
Yeah, they most likely.
And they're funded by the government.
But I'm talking about, the government might give you a tax break because you're doing that.
Yeah. But moving on, and this
shout out to the Black-owned cancer center in Philly. Keep doing good things for the people in Philadelphia, because that is the city of brotherly love, and you showing the fact that you love your brother. So shout out to them. That's all I wanted to say. Like, that's just so damn. Like, if they had that when we went through that, we could have been.
I think it would have been.
We could have took the cancer diagnosis better, or the deaths of our family better.
Because really, what you need, especially with situations like that, is emotional support. And I feel like a lot of families don't get emotional support.
They don't.
When it comes to stuff like that. So the emotional part is breaking you down more than the person actually being sick. But moving on, and this comes from TMZ. Nipsey Hussle family turns down public birthday celebrations. We're still hurting. Nipsey Hussle's family is turning down Harade's proposal for a very public birthday bash honoring their slain rapper because the wounds are just too fresh. Sources close to Nipsey's fam tell TMZ there will be no citywide celebration in Los Angeles, even though fans are begging for one, because his family is still in mourning. Instead of a public event, we're told Nipsey's family will get together on August 15th on what would have been the Crenshaw's rapper's 34th birthday and remember their lost loved one in private. Our sources say Nip's clan has been flooded with suggestions for how to recognize his birthday in front of the masses, but we're told the family feels it's still too soon to do a huge celebration, considering it's only been a few months since his tragic death. Nipsey's fans who flocked to his Marathon clothing store in his honor will be met by heavy police presence, and they won't be able to get close to the storefront because we're told an extra set of barricades is being added to an existing fence. So while it's nice to see so many folks looking forward to remembering Nip on his birthday, you gotta understand where his family is coming from, and I totally agree.
Right, but at a sense, his family might not want to do stuff, but his fans, like, you gotta understand, he had some ride or die as fans. I'm one of them, and I had already planned out my day for his birthday.
That's Thursday.
Yeah, that's also Cha-Ching Day. So you know I'm about to cut up for him. I'm about to get the 40 and all that, play his music all day and just hang out with my friends and just celebrate friendship, because I feel like that's what he would have wanted, for us to do something positive in life. We're going to get together and we're going to just hang out and do things together.
Right.
But I feel where his fans coming from, like, even though the family is grieving personally because they actually were exposed to him more and have more of a connection to him, his fans, like, I can remember when Aaliyah died, how hard it was for me, being a super, super Aaliyah fan, how hard it was for me to even listen to the songs that she wrote, or just watch. I never watched Queen of the Dam. That was her last movie. So I never watched Queen of the Dam, and I never watched I never watched her last video. I only seen it once. Like, it was so much. So I could agree where fans are coming from. Like, fans just want that closeness, like, we still got each other. They really just want the togetherness that everybody's gonna come out for. Like, if you saw how big his funeral was, and his funeral was a long time, just imagine what they want to do for his birthday. I think if they wanted to do anything, the city of Los Angeles should make his birthday a national holiday. Right? Yeah, like Martin Luther King birthday is, make it to what Nipsey birthday is, a natural holiday. And
a city holiday or something. A city
holiday, yeah. But national holiday mean everybody's off for that day. Make it a city holiday so the people in Los Angeles could be off for his day, and maybe they could go to the square once the square is up with his statue and stuff. Like, you could go there and just, in his honor, flowers. That's the same thing they did for Selena. Like, Selena's birthday is big in Corpus Christi, and they go to that statue all the time. Like, it's just big. Michael Jackson's birthday, like, that day, it just was so big. Like, I was even, like I said, I could talk about this on and off, but, like, I was out there in California when Michael Jackson died, and how crazy the world changed. It was completely,
it's like the world stopped.
It stopped completely. And it was like the world was in mourning. So it's like everybody's really in mourning, and I get that his family is still close to it and still hurting, but at some time you will have to do what was best and be. I think
eventually next year they'll
probably
do something.
Get to
it. But
each year's gonna be harder and harder.
It's only gonna get harder. It's never gonna get better. You're gonna learn how to live with it. Right. But it's never gonna get better. Trust me.
And I think if you embrace the fact that who he was as a man, and just seeing how many people trying to get his birthday to be something big. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that just make me feel all over again to the day he died. And you know what's crazy? He died the same day Selena died. And that was the crazy part. Yep. That was the crazy part. Like, he died the same day Selena was murdered. Crazy. But our prayers and everything is going towards the family. May they continue to heal and grasp life and become stronger in due time. But right now, family, we not having no big party for Nip. You have your own celebrations at your house.
There you go.
And just, light a candle, say a prayer, do something positive. Because that's what he was doing.
Have a block party, play nothing but his music or something.
Just go out there and read a book. Go do something positive. Because he was a positive person. He impacted the world with positivity. Do the same. Right. That's all I can say. But Miss Wendy says she ain't going nowhere. Okay? Baby. They saying Wendy ain't going nowhere.
Baby. So this comes exclusively from TMZ as well. Wendy loves TMZ.
Of course.
Wendy Williams, I call the shots and I'm not ending my talk show. So Wendy Williams fans can breathe a sigh of relief. She's shutting down rumors about her show shutting after its upcoming season. The daytime TV host was hanging with another host, Andy Cohen, which has a show. No, that's not him. I'm thinking of Jerry O'Connor. He has a daytime talk show now. Okay. So he's actually on right now while Wendy's on break. And then when she comes back, it's only if his show gets picked up, because he's in that sneak peek thing where I guess they're shopping around
and just see if he gonna make
shopping around to see who's gonna pick him up. Yeah. So she was hanging out with another host, Andy Cohen, on his Sirius XM show Monday in NYC. Afterward, we asked her point blank if she can put her fans' minds at ease by addressing the show's future. Wendy turned as she got into an SUV and pulled a Mark Twain on us, meaning she essentially said rumors of her show's demise have been greatly turned down, According to a recent New York Post report, some of Wendy's staffers were secretly looking for jobs because there's nothing guaranteed after season 11. Season 11 is the upcoming season, which kicks off next month on the 8th, I want to say. September 8th. Wendy says that news to her and insists she's not going anywhere. By the way, Wendy revealed on Andy's show she knew about Kevin Hunter's double life a while before Paps even knew about it.
Oh, we know. We knew you wasn't stupid, but we was just trying to tell you that you're stupid.
Seems she had been on Kevin's tail because she said she has proof he was stepping out on her. She also explains why she didn't dump Kevin when she knew way back when. And that's most people. Like, they know their spouses and stuff are doing dirt.
Of course.
But that's a good thing that, we know she's not necessarily going anywhere. I just feel like, most people, they play face when they kind of try to put rumors to rest, quote unquote. But I guess we'll see what happens after next season. It starts September 8th. Like me and Kiss were talking before the show, we were basically saying, like, if that could happen, I truly believe she has the power to where she can get picked up somewhere, or like Kiss said, she can start her own show. She can start her own network to where it's playing nothing but the Wendy Williams show or the Jerry O'Connor show, because she's the producer for that show. So she's gonna, she the head bitch in charge for that show. So
either way, she's gonna.
You never know, paid. Right? You never know what happens.
It don't even matter. But at the end of the day, Wendy is gonna be straight, like she said. She ain't worried about nothing. She's still doing a radio thing too. I think people think just because she's going through a divorce and her husband is a part of the whole thing with the divorce, that he's a part of producing a lot of her companies. And when you get a divorce, a lot of stuff gotta freeze. A lot of stuff gotta, stop, and you have to basically redo. And I hope that that's not the case. He's trying to fight her on this show. Just dismiss yourself as executive producer of whatever you are.
Right, because he's going to get his cut regardless.
Right, and just after that, redo the season, revamp the season, revamp the show, and just do it bigger and better. But I feel like Wendy Williams' TV show going to be here for a long haul.
It's too popular just to go away like that.
True, they take some popular shows away from you now.
Well, yeah, that's
true. Like it ain't nothing, and you be mad. But like, I just hope that it just don't lead to that point where that show. 'Cause I feel like when Steve Harvey's show got canceled, if they cancel Wendy Williams, it's like damn, they got no black nothing on daytime TV, and she early in the morning. She the only one that's
doing it right now. Likewise,
yeah. And
you
Whoopi Goldberg, but you can't really count her because that ain't. Right. It's her show, but yeah, she a co-host.
They
like,
co-hosting.
It's not Whoopi's show to say like, yeah, I'm the View. You know what I'm saying?
Making her coin.
But we got Eve on the talk, but she not. It's not Eve and the talk. It's just. I
gotta watch that. I did not know she was on there.
Yeah, Eve on the talk, and Sherry Underwood is on the talk.
Yeah, I know Sherry Underwood was on there.
Cheryl on there. I said Sherry.
Cheryl
Underwood on the talk. Like, but they don't have no.
Right. Then you got you got Lonnie Love. You got Adrienne Bailon. You got Tamara Mowry.
The Real is not. It's just The Real. It's not Wendy Williams.
Do that still come on?
Yeah. BT. But it's not. It's not Steve Harvey. Like, Steve Harvey's show was him.
Right.
Oprah Winfrey's show was her. Wendy Williams' show is her. Like, we missing out on that. So if she ever goes somewhere, them networks gonna take a major hit, and they gonna have to like figure out something. Because if Wendy ever go, I feel like she'll be a perfect fit for VH1, or she'll be a perfect fit for BET, and just put her shirt there. Put her show there and let her prosper. But like she said, she ain't gonna know what she on her shit. Even if she gotta change networks, that's all it'll be. And a lot of shows then change networks to better themselves. Hell, if she go to VH1 or something like BET, which she already is on BET, but it's not like her show premieres on BET. You know what I'm saying? Like, at 9 o'clock, I think she come on with a fresh episode.
Yeah, it come on at 9, and then you could catch it again at 4 out here. Mm-hmm. I don't know how everybody else's is.
And BET, she probably be.
I think they still do the 11 o'clock slide.
See, my stories come on for 11. So
11 p.m.
Oh, 11 p.m. That's at nighttime. That's not daytime. I'm talking about like before noon.
The actual live show comes on at 9, and then they have a replay at 4, and then they have another replay on BT. If they still do it at 11, I don't know if they still do it.
I think they probably do still do it, but so many new shows that came out on BET that I don't even know what's on BET because I don't even watch.
They switch, they revamp it so much.
Now they got Tyler Perry, the face of it. He got Madea and him on a commercial talking about get BET Plus. BET Plus, I'm not playing with you until you could give me BET Plus, Netflix, Hulu, and fix my credit score. That's when I'll go get BET Plus. But as always, today was a fascinating show. I hope you enjoyed it, you guys. We talked about all the things that needed to be said about music. Of course, we spilled the hottest tea of all time because we always gonna give y'all that. But, you know, shout out to everybody that listens to the show that, you know, really, you know, support us in a way that nobody else could ever support us. Keep supporting us. Also, if you want to be an artist, you want to be featured if you are an artist and want to be featured on our show, just send us your music to what'stheword504@gmail.com or slide in our DMs like everybody else do at Yo What's the Word on Facebook and Yo What's the Word on Instagram. Of course, shout out to L Spitter for the team. Of course, shout out to Sideburns for all of the production. And you want to shout anybody out other than who I already shouted out?
Just shout out to, like always, just shout out to everybody that support us. Like, listen to our show on a weekly basis. We love y'all. We love that y'all love our vibe because, you know, people tell me they like our vibe. They like how
they like how we
feed off each other.
But they don't even know we've been doing this.
We've been doing it.
Been in the game.
Been, period. While I flips my street invisible.
Okay. But as always, ain't nothing but peace and love over here. So continue to follow us, continue to listen to you, and we out.
Peace.